Hi all, welcome to another Tinker and Talk Tuesday. Hopefully you can hear me, the soundbar's going up, but the intro music didn't seem to want to play, so I don't know why that was. Hopefully we can just get through it. My laptop's going mental, so I'm not sure whether this is actually going to be any good, but we shall crack on anyway. So I've got the ugears Cobra, so I'll continue with that one tonight. Just let you know, there will be no live stream next week because I'm actually going to be in London next week. So normal service will resume the following week. But we got the sides of the Cobra to do now. So I have already taken a couple of the parts out, mainly because I was afraid I was going to break them. So took those out early on, rather than potentially having a bit of a car crash stream. So let's get on with it and let's get building. Hey Spider Sprue, hey Chris. Right, so we have the Cobra looking just like that at the moment. I'm hoping that the laptop will hold out. It's going absolutely mental. It's absolutely baking in the workshop at the minute. I don't think the laptop's liking the temperature at the moment. It's telling me that I've and excellent connection, but camera's looking a little bit iffy at the moment. Let me just try deactivating and reactivating that camera. Any better? I think so. Right. So, hey Ramon, hey Bugdis. So as I said, I've already pulled this piece out because after snapping, I think it was the steering linkage last time, a long piece like this, I figured that's bound to snap if I do it live. So yeah, I took it out early. So this is going to be going on this side, but it looks like we don't want to press that one in fully at the moment. Just shut that one. Let's try and work out where this actually goes. So it looks like it goes through the slot at the back, as well as going over the other part. So it looks like we need to do the slot first. I'll turn off the autofocus. Let's have a look. Configure video. Right, autofocus should now be off. So hopefully that'll be fine now. Close that one. Right, so we need to push that one onto there. Now, is it only this front one we don't need to push on all the way? It looks like it. So again, that's going to go over the top of that one. I'm missing a bit. I'm missing a piece from here, I think. So we put that one on there. Did I miss putting one on earlier on in the build? Doesn't look like it. So we put that on there. We put that on there. Ah, missed it there. That's all. Right, all good, all fine. That's piece 134, which is this one. Hey, Ian. Right, so now we can put that one on there like so. That's going to go on there and there. So, not missed anything else out on these pages. But it looks like we've got to push these sides in, but not those ones at the moment. Still trying to work out whether they go on the inside of that or whether that is where they butt up to. They must go on the inside of that. Otherwise they don't go far enough in, surely. Yeah, they've got to go over that section there. Easier said than done. Oh, and Ian, Rachel is fully aware of the printer, so it's not something you have to skirt around. And thank you very much. Right, so we got that going in like so. And hopefully that will go in this end. It's almost like this is too narrow for that to sit in properly. Wait a minute. Oh, I think actually that's because it is. I don't think this window is in the right place. There we go. That looks better. I'm hoping for a non-double car crash today. Had doing the skyline earlier, and that's one of my rear lights. So managed to break that. Luckily, I had a spare, but found out that they are incredibly easy to break. Right, so we've got those in there. We've got those splayed out like it's asking us to. And now it looks like we're moving on to another piece. So this is sprue 4, which is this one. And we need this centerpiece. Have a good one, Ian. So we have that. Looks like we need a rubber band as well. We need number 138 and 139, which is this one. And this one. So try and work out which way round it goes. This way. So put some wax on that piece. That's going to go in there. Now that's quite loose, and I know why that is. because I was looking at the instructions earlier. That it becomes our bonnet catch. We put that on there, that's our mirror. We need one of our rubber bands. And we have a 1.5 by 12 mil, which I'm sure probably this one. No, actually, might be a bit thick. That one. Let's try that one. That looks about right. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, Bergdis. I don't think YouTube keeps track of it too well. You can occasionally see the live streams pop up in your feed, and that's about it. Right, so this rubber band, oh I see. It's going to go across the front of there, and then hook around there. So that's going to be our bonnet catch, effectively, where we just need to pull. That'll just pull out. Obviously, it's got that spring on it now. So bring the cart over, and this is going to go somewhere in there. So presumably that's going to have to go through that bulkhead hole just there. So we get that one pushed in there and in there. Right, and that's now gone through that hole as well. So that's absolutely perfect. So that's our bonnet catch in theory. And we're being asked to close that. So that's now latching, which is perfect. And in theory, if I do that, it'll unlatch. Excellent. Something works. Great. Number 6, we have the dashboard. Issue number 140, which is this one. Oh, as you've done a Facebook one, can I pop those up in chat as well? Yes, I can. Ideal. Still new to this streaming game. What builds you got, Bergdis? I'm sure. I assume Ian's still sending you loads of stuff until your builds finish. How was the Cobra build one? I know you've done this one now. Right, let's try and work out where this goes. Have I put something in back to front and upside down? You know what? I have. I wonder if this will come out easy enough. Oh, I think it actually will. Amazingly. I managed to put a piece in upside down that I can actually rectify. So that is brilliant. That's why it wasn't making sense where the dashboard was going to go, because I didn't have 2 pegs. So what do you do after Ian packs it all up? You just got to wait until they get to you occasionally? Assuming they do get to you? Oops, where's my chat gone? Yeah, I find that regular content does help, but then again, I don't have loads of content anyway, so I'm limited by what I've got physically, really. Right, that's the dashboard. I think just about in. Haven't done IXO build yet. I keep looking at the super impressor that Mike's got, so that's on my far to-do list at some point. Right, so dashboard now fully sat in there, which is great. So number 7, we need this really thin piece. Is Mike not shipping to the US? IXO might not be, but what about Mike Lane? I know he's obviously got those in stock, and as far as I was aware, I thought he was still shipping to the US. Right, so this is going to go here. But I don't quite understand how it's fixing there at the moment. Well, it looks like it might slide underneath those parts actually. Ah, okay. I didn't know what Mike actually sent, to be fair. But I just thought, oh, if he sends something, then sure he can send something else. But I guess you're getting stung with the import taxes or whatever it is, tariffs. Right, so that's now in there. Right, so we're not being asked to put that bit down just yet. We do need to open the bonnet apparently. And then we do need to put this in place. Now this is probably why we're asked not to push this in fully at the moment. So we've got a little bit of wiggle room for this piece. I have to say, not a great deal of wiggle room. That's one in. Yeah, just trying out Facebook really to see if any extra, get any new subscribers, etc., that might be browsing Facebook Live. If it doesn't take off, then I won't bother doing it anymore. Right, so that's that one in there now. And I think that is down as far as it can go. Like that. And now we need to push in these front ends fully. Ah, that one's popped out. Hopefully, once those front ones are fully in, which I think they are now, this won't be able to pop back out. Right, I think we're in there. and then need to shut the bonnet. Just see whether that still works. It does. Excellent. Right. So now we're at that point. We've got another rubber band that looks like the same size as what we used a moment ago. Which is going to be one of those. Now, this could have been done a lot earlier. If you can see that, where we need to put the rubber band around that lock mechanism. Right. And then we've got to attach it into those two bits. So I suppose, okay, I'll let them off. I guess it couldn't have been done earlier because we wouldn't have had those two slots. Okay, so you've got to cross it over. It's going to be fun to do, I think. Right, so I wonder if I can do it the other way. Probably not going to be stretchy enough to do it the other way. Is that not have any money in there, Ramon? Although, to be fair, Fanhome actually owe me money at the moment. So when I requested the new part for the Skyline, the door, they charged me £17.99. Or on my account, it showed £17.99. They were charging me for a free replacement. What actually went out of my bank was a full subscription price, £70 odd. And at the minute, I'm struggling to get that back from them. Right, I don't know how this is going to be even possible to do this. Let's try. Okay, let's try it a different way then, different approach. Might not be the way they end up wanting it to be, but it's going to be the way it goes. So there and there. Nope. I spend the entire stream trying to put a rubber band on. Come on. Right. Oh, maybe. Okay, so right, got it in the slot. Now, it's not the way they've asked to do it, but I'm going to try and do it this way. Oh, dang it. Now, whilst I'm doing this, let's see if we can switch cameras. Then you might be able to see what I'm doing. Right, so I know. Let's see if flatter pair of pliers will work, or tweezers, I should say. What I want to do is try and wrap it around that lock mechanism, and then get it back to go round here. But it's proving to be difficult. Come on, how did you do this? Right, can try it this way again. I can't seem to get it to go round there. Wait a minute. I wonder if I can do it like this. Then it won't keep falling off the tweezers. Nope, because then I won't be able to put it on there. Nope. Right. Very, very tempted just to do that. It's not going to be good enough to do that. I can see how they want it. But it just doesn't seem to be possible to do it. Right. Actually, I wonder if I can do it like this. Got a new plan. New plan. Oh, actually, will that, if I push that there, that would lock that in place, wouldn't it? Right. Stretch that out like that. Just keeps coming off. It's just the wrong angle. That would have been easier without this dashboard in place. It's going to not have it in a minute. I think I've done it. Just need it to go into that little notch. Yes, I've done it. Woo! That was more work than it needed to be. But we now have that lock mechanism. So that's now, I guess when you hit start on there, that's where it goes and unclicks that. Perfect. Right. Lost where I am. Rubber band, job done. I suppose that's one way of doing it, everyone. But I wasn't expecting them to take any money. And usually I don't have any problems with them. But yeah, I'm still fighting it. At the minute, they've given me $17.99 back because that's what's on my fan home account. But yeah, they still owe me the rest of the 70 odd quid that they actually did take. No matches yet, Chris. No matches yet. Right, where are we now? We need sprue 3 and 4. That one's number 3. And we need this large piece here. If it will come out. There we go. That's the only piece we need from number 3, it looks like. And then the rest come from number 4. So, looks like we're going to be building up the doors. Why does that not look the same? Oh, I know why. Because we took this piece out. That piece came out from there. So it's actually this piece we need. And we also need one of these. and both of those. Need both of those. Yeah, I've never understood their logistics of that. If they can send out boxes like that, and it probably explains why the price of the part works are going up so much. Right, so this is going to go on there. There's my little sticker wax. The wife knows what I'm collecting. That's about it. Doesn't avoid the death stare though. Right, so that is going to be the gear stick, it looks like. And that's going to sit in the middle there. Like so. Now we're going to go on to our door. And quite simply, that's going to go like so, with this going all the way through those two parts. I have it on good authority that I am going to be getting another ugears car. And that's for Father's Day. So this won't be the last ugears model on the channel. Right. Wow, that was difficult. Right. So we've now got that together. Going to put some wax on here because that's going to be the hinge for the door. That's going to go on like that and on like that. I'll just put a bit of wax in there and make that a little bit easier to go in. And then we just need to try and push this in here. Again, another easier said than done. And everyone knew that was going to fall off. Right, so if I just put that one in there loosely, maybe I can do the lower one like this. Problem with this bit, there's nothing really that you can push against, because there's nothing behind this piece and you can easily break it because obviously that's only quite a thin section. But we do have a door in there now. Well, you're really getting on with those ugears models and them on. That drag car did look nice, to be fair. The one that I've got coming in Fairy is the GT car, the GT40. Right, so that's on there. And then we need this piece. And that is going to go just on like this. And does that actually attach? Looks like it might only attach in this one place at the moment. Just there. Doesn't really have any other attachment points other than it going around that hinge. So that's what that is looking like. Looking pretty good. It looks like we've got to do the exact same thing for the opposite side. So just getting the other side out. I suppose if they're going with digital magazines, they can't force us to buy the binders anymore. About 8 times I've tried stopping them to sending me binders. They still send me binders. Well, they're not even binders, are they? They're little slip cases. I kept trying to call them binders, but they're not. But yeah, digital magazines. I wouldn't mind digital magazines, to be fair. I don't always look at the magazines fully. Don't always have time to. And then it comes to like point where you need storage. Like, where are you going to store all these things? I've got the first 2 issues of the Iron Spider. Now I'm not actually doing the Iron Spider, but my son wanted a mascot, I guess, for his PC. I've got the original Iron Man head from the original artwork. It was actually Ian's, and obviously Fanhome wasn't letting anyone continue it, so I grabbed the parts off Ian and I put Iron Man's head in my PC. Now my boy had the PC and he wanted Iron Man's head in his PC as well. When the Iron Spider came out, I figured I'll just buy the first 2 issues and he can have an Iron Spider head in his PC case. So that is what he's got. And I do have a video for it. I need to edit it, but my boy decided he wanted to do it. And he was only, well, he was 8 when he'd done it. He's actually just turned 9. So I'm going to do that and edit that for him. And you never know, he might be a next little YouTuber. What have I done wrong? So Megan is my 7-year-old daughter who seems to have gotten obsessed with models now. After originally trying to ban me from having models, she's now encouraging me to have more models. So this is what you need to do, get your kids on side. Right, that's that one in. That's that one in. Can I put a rubber band on that last one? Doesn't look like it. Maybe this is a special one for some reason. Or we've got to do it on both sides eventually. Right, we're just going to put this side on here. Definitely doesn't have a rubber band on that other one, does it? No. This is what me and Megan built. Although she'd done most of the building, to be fair, and the instructions, and she absolutely loved it. That was from Ian as well. Part of upgrades when he was getting rid of a load of stuff. I jumped on the opportunity of getting that cheap. Right, that's in there. Right, so it's this door, and they want to put a rubber band on it. Now I've lost the rubber bands. There they are. So 1.6. Nope, 1.5 by 12. Sure, that's what that is. Looks like it. And they want us to put it around the door. And then that's going to go catch on there. Now I can see there's a hook for the other side, so I'm assuming we're going to do it for the other side as well. That's also going to just keep the door shut. If I can get the rubber band in place. Why do they make this so difficult? I'm sure I've got to do the same thing for the other side. Right, I'm going to try it the other way. Although I bet it won't fit because it's not going to stretch enough. Trying to get gravity to help me here a little bit. Right, it's around the hook. But the question is, can I get it to come around the door? How stretchy is it? No, don't think that's going to work, unfortunately. It's going to have to go around the door first. I thought that just went on then. I would have screamed. Also would have been happy. It's on. Woo! Right. Now I'm guessing I'm going to turn the page. I have to do the exact same thing for the other side. Yeah, I thought so. So finding rubber band. Let's give it a bit of a stretch. Might help. So over the door. Now it's going to have to avoid that lock mechanism. Right, got that one on as well. So now we have springy doors. So rubber band, all happy there. Steering wheel from number 3, sprue number 3, which that isn't. This is sprue number 3. And there is our steering wheel. And that's just going to sit on there. Try and brace that a little bit. There we go. So that's now on there. I'm hoping something's going to join all this front section together at some point. Right, so we've got our steering wheel in there, which sort of works. That works. So now we have some work to do on the rear, it looks like. So it looks like we need to have that open. We need sprue 4, which is this one. Try and work out what we need. That. Look. No, I'm not a big fan of the figures, Zen. And the only figure that I'm really doing, obviously, if you can call it a figure, is the Megazord. I was semi-interested in Iron Man, but not totally. And the Iron Spider, I think you can't even pose that at all, if I remember rightly. So that one is more of a static statue, I guess. Optimus Prime looks okay. I think the only Optimus Prime I'd probably do is the Lego one. I think everyone wants the 89 Batmobile to come out, to be fair. I think that would be an excellent build. Right, try and work out what part I need. So 153, was it that piece? I think it was that piece. Yes. So 153 is going into that point there. It needs to rest on that back section, I believe. Like so. And oh, have I missed a part out? Yes, I did. 152, that's this piece. Should have put this piece in first. I'm just going to go this way around. Can I get out now? Or can I just wiggle it out of the way for now? I think. Which way around does that go? It goes this way around. That'll make it a little bit easier. So it's going to go like that. And then that piece is going to go on there like that. So that, and then that's in there. Push everything together, which I've done. And number one, on this one, we need this piece. And we don't have a piece coming underneath that one. So this one's obviously slightly different. That's going to pop in like so. Oh, should it be on the other? Oh, I see. Put that on the wrong side. It doesn't go in that one. Oh, it goes in this side. That's what wasn't making sense. And then that goes over there, like so. And then we have this one, and that's going to go on the end of there, and on the end of there. Hopefully. How far do I need to push that one in? All the way, it looks like. Well, as it happens, above my head is an Agora DB5. That's a No Time to Die one. Which obviously is going to be part of the diorama. So at the minute, the diorama is not coming on very well at all. It's still very much in planning stage. So I've sketched out roughly what it is, and I've obviously shown you my small scale version at the moment. It's just a case of size that up. I've done a couple of test cuts and test prints of a couple of items. Just try and work it out, because obviously what I want to do is do the brickwork. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do that on my laser cutter, and it'll probably be out of something similar to this, sort of like 3mm MDF or plywood like this, because obviously it's quite lightweight, but it'll etch nicely. Oh, why'd you cancel the 66? Thought I was going quite well. Getting close to the end of that now. You have a whole Batmobile collection. Right, this is probably the last little section that I do for tonight. So we need... Right, are we still working on that piece at a minute? 156. I haven't pulled 156 out. Do I need to? Have I missed a page? They've just not highlighted it, I think. Oh no, that's 156. Got two 156s. Right, so we're still finishing off this piece, it looks like. Just assume that we'd moved on to the other side. Right, so I think that is the end of that side now. It's got to be, surely. Nope. Just seem to keep adding layers to this one. Gonna be 4 miles wide by the time we're finished. Right, that's in there. That's that one. And then we'll start on the other side. So that's going to go in there. Like that. And then this one is going to go in like this. I think it was easier to put this in before putting that piece in. Should have done it the same way as I did last one. Right, slowly getting in there. Got it. Right, so that's in there. That's pushed together there. Let's just finish off that so we've got a symmetrical piece and then we've got a nice easy finish. Oh, which kit mod is that? Is that the Ultimate Dash kit? Absolutely brilliant bit of equipment, that. Oh, that's a shame. But I do wonder how many people have considered cancelling the Skyline after all the stripe debacle. You'll see on the video tomorrow, actually, assuming I get it up tomorrow, the fuel tank filler does not line up at all with the bodywork. I'm sort of holding off doing what I want to do, which is wipe the whole lot of stripes out and redo it, because I know Mike's got a plan with the doors at the very least, and obviously what I'd like to do is be able to showcase Mike's kit, and then obviously still probably end up doing my own thing, which will be reproducing the stripes out of vinyl. Right, so it's going to be a case of just mirror what we have here, I believe. So I'm going to start off with this piece. That's going to go in there. Ouch, I bet that was expensive. I mean, don't get me wrong, the build is good for the Skyline. It's just the poor quality control for the stripes, unfortunately. So that piece in, we now need this one. That's going to go over there and over that one. Like so. Then we need this one. That's going to go over like that. And then I'm going to finish off with this one. And I think that is a very good stopping point. So that is what we have at the moment. I have to say, that's looking so much more like a Cobra now. I think when I started, it looked more like a Lotus 7. But that is definitely looking pretty good now. Right. So, thanks again for joining me on another Tinker and Talk. As I say, there will not be a Tinker and Talk next week because I am away in London, but normal services again will resume the following week. Not sure what I'm going to be doing then, but I'm sure I'll have something in the pipeline by then. So do make sure you do check those out in the future. As I say, thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.